God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless BD APC. APC. God bless.
So apparently there is a new political party in town. Yes, I said it. There is apparently the new PDAPC with the logo being an umbrella and a broom. So finally we have a coalition government. Once again, we have a merged political party because apparently according to I don't want to call it a mistake, but according to the rally and according to the presidential aspirant of the APC, the new political party is the PDAPC. Yeah, that's a little BS, ladies and gentlemen. We just saw that Tinubu, okay, my bad. The presidential aspirant of the APC thought up a new political party on the spot. I mean, you have to give him kudos to that man. He does a lot of doings. Of course, that's not his only doings, but I'm going to tell you all his many doings. First off, let me introduce myself properly. I'm Mika, guys. Mika. And of course, I'm here with say your name now, you cannot talk.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. I'm Wisdom. I don't know why you have to spell this thing every time that you are here.
Because people like you spell it as Meeka or Micah. That's
it looks like you're from that name is, I think the full name should be like Mikano, so you can become the next brand ambassador for the company. By the way, I was just giving you a free ad. So in case they eventually give you the two, you know what happens.
The fact that he looks so serious, he looks like he's actually spewing it when he knows it's
Let's get down to it.
Okay, guys, like I said earlier, Tinubu is now spitting facts. I mean, he just started up a new political party in the political scene, and that's not the only fact. You know, this will say that what an elder is seeing when he's sitting down, a young person, even if you climb Mount Kilimanjaro, you can't see it. And I think that, yes, this is very, very visible in the APC presidential candidate because, as he said, and I quote, a dead fish is never sweet in any soup. Don't ask me what that means. But I should go ask Tinubu because I don't know how to explain it. But I feel like you guys should now should start trying, cooking your soup with live fish. Make the fish wiggle.
Well, sometimes you don't have to quote people out of context. I mean, I'm just being fair today. I've always been fair. Number one, I think there's a whole lot of attention on Soludo for the fact that he made that mistake. Even though his followers will argue that it was just a simple mistake, which anybody would have made. I mean, of course, you saw the video by Dilo Melaye saying some things like that. But I think there is no big deal to it.
No, let's think about it for a moment. I mean, let's go far. Let's go into
there's no big deal.
If he forgot the name of his political party at a campaign rally, who is to say he's not going to forget the manifesto? Or probably one day you wake up and you forget that he's the president of Nigeria. We
have had cases of people, a sitting president not knowing that there's a strike, not knowing that certain things are happening in the country, and
you want to compare the fact that the president did not know. At least he did not know from the onset. He did not forget.
Don't forget, talking about this thing. Remember, I didn't see that video. Buhari.
Why would you sound so much?
No, why would you call our president chief commander and stuff like that? And he didn't say anything after. Everybody was looking at. In fact, Buhari was confused at the point because Tinubu was just shouting. Everybody's shouting.
What do you call Buhari?
He's chief commander and stuff.
You should say that you're a liar. All men do is lie. You just lied on camera. We just saw you saying Buhari, and now you're lying that chief commander. Who is chief commander?
Do you think he's not commanding?
You lie a lot.
You think he's not commanding?
Lancelot. Anyways, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, we also have to think about the fact that a lot of other opinions have entered this. Now, according to the opposition party as of this morning, they are saying the PD pronunciation is a prophecy. Boya, maybe, it can happen that the PDAPC. No, I don't like I said the color like that. The PDAPC. Maybe, just maybe, that is God saying that PDP is actually the real winner. I don't know.
That's such a who did that permutation? Like who raised you? Who did that? All right, quickly, let me take a comment from Twitter. This is Adewale Ajakali. This name is true. He says, but this is a slip of tongue. It can happen to anyone. It reflects that it was what he was thinking about.
Now he said, oh, you are thinking of the opposition party at your own campaign rally. Okay. That person just made it worse.
All right, so this person says, this is Luke's fan. He says, where are these handlers now? What are they being paid for? They need to hold him on both sides. Hold on. In case you didn't get it, this person is talking about the handlers, he's not talking about like social media handlers. No,
it meant that
literally like people, those guys
because,
are
yeah, you
like
can
this.
see the picture.
Like
check
you
social media,
see
you see the picture, especially Twitter. You see it. They all design like this because Wisdom is also old and frail. You need to help it.
I didn't do this on that. I didn't do this thing yet. Okay, let me quickly take this other comment. It says for campaign where you just they start today. When you take excess cocaine, the rest now zoom. I didn't say that.
I didn't. You can check Twitter. This is things
Baba still get 35 states and FCT to go. He don't dey sleep. I beg, make person give this man a labuku because he go need that for this journey. It's still far. Nigerians, you guys are wicked. Ike Chuku John is saying, look at the man at the far right hand side of the screen. His reaction says it all, and in fact.
But why does it? Is it just me, or does it look like Barry wants to wipe him with that broom? I'm just saying.
The thing is, don't forget that when Barry came, a lot of people have argued that Bat was the person that packaged this guy and gave it to us. And now, you know the funny thing, Barry cannot even package him. That's how bad it is.
He can package you. Shebi is calling you, calling 3 times. Sorry, if you don't understand Yoruba, that means he nailed his name on his head. He said, Buhari, Buhari.
Alright, so this certified says slip of tongue is now a crime in Nigeria. No man is bigger than or above mistakes. The fact that he knew and retracted his words shows something. Again, all the 9-second videos, can they just share the video? I mean,
all of that is just another side because it's I'm sorry, my bad. The APC presidential candidate is now in the center of so much scandal. Right now, there is a lawyer that is dragging him to court. Look at the screen.
Mike Enaro has taken the APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu to court over allegation of certificate forgery, falsification of age, and lying on oath.
Aside that, there's actually a tweet that says that they had Tinubu and his vice president, his running mate, sitting, and then somebody was like, it's not me. Let me just tell you that it's not me that say it's somebody that tweeted. He said now Pablo Escobar and Osama bin Laden sitting together. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, I was expecting someone to actually drag Tinubu to court over the whole drug case.
Again, let's be serious here. You know, the issue of dragging people to court it happens every day. Don't forget that somebody has also dragged the presidential candidate of Labour Party to court over the alleged use of a toddler in the political campaign. Don't forget that video of it that the child was during the rally and 10 million march for and somebody now decided to drag Obi to court. So I'm always concerned about how do you follow through taking a person to court. Do you think, let's just be realistic, do you think Tinubu will go to court over this?
I do like this.
No, do you think?
I feel like your sense is pouring out.
No,
because
like,
if your sense is not pouring out, you will not be telling me that you are comparing a case like that to this is a 3-charge case.
Hey!
I hope you get it. For legal students, back me up here.
Hold on, guys.
This is a 3-count offense because this is certificate forgery, falsification of age and lying on oath. That is way more than somebody saying you're using a toddler for a campaign.
How many?
Nothing against using a toddler for a campaign.
Let me ask you. How many times has Sarah charged Buhari to court? For different things. In fact, when enters happen, they charge him to court for abuse of human rights. In fact, there's literally no issue that Sarah does not take the federal government to court or Buhari himself. But has he ever appeared before the court?
Who is Buhari?
He's the president. He has never.
Who is Tinubu?
Of course. Tinubu is not going to go to court.
For Christ's sake, answer me.
Tinubu is not
as bad as it.
He's not going to.
Buhari?
Buhari is the president.
Who is Tinubu?
He's a presidential aspirant.
Do you realize that
candidate.
The office of the presidency gives you immunity?
To what level? At least if the president does not respond to going to court, he has attorney general that he can send. Buhari does not even send.
Calm down. You don't dey talk passion.
No, Buhari does not even send anybody. Buhari doesn't even send anybody. So I'm just telling you that the issue of dragging people to court is always good in the news. Oh, so barrister dragged so person to court. But in the long run, when they don't follow up, what happens to you dragging?
How are you so sure this particular case is going to be a follow-up? Like I can always say.
What can we bet on this, guys?
What are we betting?
What can we bet on? Of course, I don't.
There's nothing worthwhile now.
Because this guy is not going to respond to this.
What do you have to bet?
What is that?
With your mental distinction is your greatest asset. You didn't have again. Moving on, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we also have to talk about another thing that's on the political scene. Don't beat me for this one. Because when you're blood on the earth, they look like say you're about to punch me if I say one thing. Please. Please, I'm to want wisdom. You should not be violent with me. Okay, so guys, as I was saying, on the political scene as well, we have the Peter Obi, Charles Soludo drama. I mean, every time I say that the politics scene in Nigeria is entertainment scene 2.0, you put it, I'm lying. Because the politicians are doing skits. They are producing music. They are releasing songs.
Of course.
And of course, they are dropping quotes. Now, speaking of the whole quote situation, I think this one is more of a statement. Charles Soludo, who is the former governor of the CBN and the present governor of Anambra State, has come out to say that Peter Obi's investments are literally next to nothing. And of course, he also said that the achievements that Peter Obi has in Anambra State are not really laudable. They're not something to brag about. They're not something that are really great. And of course, Peter Obi, the king of comebacks and the savage king, has also come out to say that, well, I was a trader, rather I'm a trader and I governed as a trader. You as a professor govern as a professor. Of course, wherever I didn't do as well, you can also do yours and, you know, do better, and then we'll see if you're better. By 2024 we'll be able to judge.
Now I like the fact that Obi has learned how to respond to people. Before now, before now, he would usually overlook things like this. And don't forget that I saw the statement Soludo put out, and of course he made a whole lot of. He said he had to respond to this that normally he wouldn't respond to it, and he had a conversation with one important person, and he said Peter Obi has 2 chances of in this election nothing, and the next one is still nothing. He's not going to win, and blah blah blah. And don't forget that the whole community for the Council of Elders for Igbo, the Ohanize, came up to say that
the gods are going to punish Soludo.
Yeah, they didn't even say punish. They said
the gods will deal with you.
Have handed over Soludo to the gods, and then we will let the gods decide what to do with him.
But yeah, what is the difference between what you say and what I say? This will be painting as
no, now they don't put statements in people's mouth. Now the fact that I feel okay, Soludo has the right to make statements, which of course is
everybody's entitled to their opinions. So yes, definitely.
But I like the fact that Peter Obi responded that way with your years of becoming a professor. Let's see
how it's going to help you.
It's going to help you. Now, don't forget, I doubt that he's going to surpass Obi's achievement, not because of anything. Now, because look at the fact that the kind of money, the value of money as at Obi's time, the inflation, and how much Anambra is currently generating at the moment. Let's even see. And also, I like the fact that we're all waiting to see that at the end of his tenure, we'll say, okay, this is what Professor Soludo has been able to achieve us. To compare. Come on.
I mean, I just have to say that Soludo, as a professor, it just shows what he can do. Because, as I like to say, intellectual kids. Let's see what you can do. And on that note, we're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to give you guys more gist. Don't go anywhere.
Guys, welcome back. If you're just joining us, of course you've missed because Mika was running her mouth all through. But I mean, you can catch up. You can catch up. You can catch up. You can catch up. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. It is Unilag on TV. Let's get down to the remaining gist quickly.
It don't cast. Last. Now everybody go to a breakfast. Sorry, I had to vocals on you.
I told you no auditions on the show.
Which one be audition? Maybe I don't blow.
No auditions on the show.
So if you're listening, go on your music producer, you know people, please. I have
Stop it. We don't know doing this.
Okay, guys, yeah, the new gist is actually Burna Boy's last bagging nominations at the Grammy. Now, I feel bad if I just say Burna Boy. Burna Boy and baby girl Tems, my bad.
Why?
Big
Hold
Tems.
on. Let's
Tems.
backtrack a bit. Why do you say you feel bad? Because you started with a guy.
Yes, because
I know this gender. God, this is.
I don't understand. We're not the same gender. See the way you sounded.
Whoa. No.
It's still sounding like my gender.
We are different, actually.
You still sounding like my gender.
We are different, actually.
It's only women that get defensive. For
No, now, because
still
why
sounding
do you
like my
feel?
gender.
Why do you feel? Because you mentioned Burna Boy and then you just beat into the conversation and now you have to backtrack quickly to talk about big
Guys, I don't know if I'm the only one saying this.
Keep quiet.
Woman.
Keep quiet.
But of course, I was just joking about that. Burna Boy, the Giant of Africa, and Big Baby Tems have bagged nominations at the Grammys. Now, this thing is big. Burna's one is not really that big because, I mean, back to back, 4 consecutive years now, he has been bagging nominations at the Grammys. I mean, you just have to give it for Odogu. I mean, Odogu.
I mean, this is
from Burna.
This is actually huge. This is actually huge for Burna. The fact that he's coming back to back. Like, nobody's doing this now.
But of course, you can check out the song was nominated for, which is Love the Meaning. That song is off of his album. Yeah, it's off of his album. And of course, he was also nominated for Last. That last song. I have a conspiracy theory. I feel like Breakfast is not all bad for everybody because I mean it was Breakfast that led him to actually sing this song that now was nominated for the Grammy.
I disagree with that conspiracy theory. Actually, it's actually the way you handle Breakfast that can make it good up well.
Okay,
because
hold on. Breakfast.
Hold on.
You go and buy
the last time they served you didn't come up with a new song, but Burna did, and now the song is selling.
I've never been served though.
Oh, that's what you tell. I mean, girls, as no girl in this world would ever agree the fact that they've been served. They always claim to be the ones to serve. That's the case with Mika. Nothing different.
Breakfast. If you want to be the first one to serve me, you can come and try. Especially this Yoruba boy's name Femi. I'm waiting for you because I have to hear your gist. I want to see if you come and serve me off. Eventually, I'll be the one to scatter that your strip. But anyway, that's not the conversation. That's not the conversation. Burna Boy is doing what Odogu does. He's doing what the African Giant does. And once again, he has bagged nominations. I don't feel like I want to, I don't want to ponder on this because I feel like Tems getting nominated is actually because I feel like this is her first time.
Okay, this person says she told me she see a period. God damn it! How did you bring up some conversation that are not even part? This person says big small girl, big girl. That's talking about Tems.
But if you don't like Tems, is not a small girl. She's a big girl.
I don't know.
These are the songs, anyways, that Tems was nominated for. This is Wait For You, Future featuring. That's weird. Future featuring Big Tems and of course Drake, and also Wait For You in another category as best rap song. I mean, as our vocals were sampled on the Wait For You song, the vocals from a song Higher were sampled on the Wait For You songs, and you just have to agree with me that Tems has a unique voice.
I agree too. For the first time, you would in history. I agree with what Mika
obviously because you don't have sense, no.
No,
but anyways,
that's
I was
not
saying,
the real reason.
because most times I see things that have sense.
No, that's what you
can't
think.
Relate.
You always allow the outside person
That's
to
what I
judge.
know.
You let, for example, the viewers. You can ask them to judge. Like, put it in the comment section. Does Mika have sense? No, actually, I know the answer already. Go ahead.
Why are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not crying.
Speaking of crying, I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh.
Just a cry babies. That's his business. And of course, I said how Tems. This is the second time Tems has been nominated in the Grammys.
But I hope she wins this time. I hope.
The first time she was nominated was for the song she did with Wizkid, Essence. I mean, that song was big. Essence broke a lot of records. He set a lot of records, and of course, he did massive things in the music industry, both locally and internationally. And speaking of Wizkid, he has already dropped another fire album. More Love Less Ego. Of course, I'm biased because I'm FC, and of course, it's not just about like me being FC. If you love music, if you know music, if you are a melodious person,
please come
if you
up
don't
with...
listen to music just for the shout or the beat or for the hype or whatever, you listen to it just for the basic harmony, the basic melody. You know that More Love Less Ego is the best.
I got Mika after listening to that album, like the next thing she listened to was Ashake.
Who's that?
And this is the person that's
No,
coming.
that's
Hold on.
That's not a pattern for me.
Hold on. Now, this is the person that's coming out to say, if you don't listen to music for people like this, Wizkid FC, they always have defense. No, hold on, because taste. You guys, is it that you complain of our speakers are not good enough, or we don't have the good headset to listen to Wizkid album? That's why we are complaining.
No, the thing is, you just don't understand music. Most of you just listen to music to dance. That's
I want music.
See, the thing is, you can't limit.
If it's not good, it's not good.
You can't limit my My love for music is just whiskey.
No, that's
I love
no, hold on. I'm just telling you that
at the end of the
if
day,
you so love it,
at the end of the day,
if you so
I
love
am
it, you would have stayed
music
with
FC.
it. And then that's why you are defending it with your full chest. That's what you're doing.
Like, whiskey doesn't have sense, but I'll be sorry.
Hey!
Wisdom doesn't have sense, but today he broke his own record. Nah, this is a new
on.
height of senselessness.
No, it's not. It's
You
not.
broke my guy.
Actually, I feel.
At least you break records is something.
I feel if we have to talk about songs, and then
I am, like I said,
would now go over the question
I am
of
music
asking people
FC.
that what do they listen to? Is it that the speaker was bad? I feel this one is not.
Bro, what are you saying?
This one did not hit like
You are
Machala.
saying your mouth.
Like this one
in
did not
case
hit
you do
like
not
Machala.
understand that is what I say is rubbish and nonsense that you say. Because the thing is, like I said earlier, you can't really limit somebody's music taste to just whiskey. That's like I am music FC. Okay,
Yeah, that's why you're
I
defending.
love every kind of. I said music FC. You
Oh.
know even the year correctly. You know the year correctly.
You
You
are
know the
Whiskey
secret.
FC.
What you they do
Stop
correctly?
Stop disguising. Stop
I am
disguising.
music FC.
No,
I love
you are
every
Whiskey FC.
guy. I literally just hyped Odogu. I like Burna Boy too. I
Okay.
like Burna Boy. I like. If I see, I appreciate Davido. I don't have hate for any of these
But
musicians.
actually,
I just love
I
Whiskey
feel-
more. Doesn't mean I can't love others. I don't know what this guy is saying. But anyways, of course, we actually we went to the street too, because this argument did
Okay,
not just end.
let me ask
we
you
went to the
something.
street. Calm, let me finish.
Okay, finish.
Questionnaire. As I was saying, we went to the street and went to find out what people actually felt about the album. And of course, this Vox Pop is going to drop very soon, so you should actually anticipate that.
Why do I have a feeling that most of the people you spoke to were Whiskey FC? Why do I have that feeling already?
We spoke to neutral people. You need to calm.
I have that feeling already.
Why you go
guys.
just calm that 8%? I
No,
don't understand.
I don't actually hate Machala now. Come on, it's big ways. I don't hate him. But okay, let me quickly ask you a
Hatred
question.
don't make all your vape
hold
come
on.
out.
Between Odogu and Whiskey.
I'm sorry, didn't you just hear me say
Hold
I prefer
on.
Whiskey?
Oh! Hey, that's what
I
you should
can
have said
prefer
earlier.
someone-
That's what you should have said earlier before
Sherika, you are
arguing.
saying kata kata. And besides, why are you pitching these guys against each other? They literally made a song together, Ballon d'Or.
I'm not. Of course, the argument is always
I'm not
that
going to
there are
engage in
two
this
people.
meaningless conversation.
That's
because
what you
I just
think.
mentioned Ballon d'Or. And speaking of Ballon d'Or, we all know that Cristiano Ronaldo is, of course, a 6-time Ballon d'Or winner. He's also a goat. Like Whiskey is a goat in music. Ronaldo is a goat in.
No, I feel messy.
If you want to argue with me, argue with your ancestors, argue with your airports, argue with your keepers. That's your business. Ronaldo is a goat. He has made his mark in the football industry.
Yeah.
I mean, he started from a young age and he has made waves. He has set records. He has broken records. I mean, it's just like Ronaldo is also a goat, but the topic of discussion concerning Ronaldo now is not his goatness. Pardon me, I know that's not a word, but like I invented it just now. It's not just about the fact that he's great. He did, or should I say, he had a tell-all interview with Piers Morgan, and of course the teaser that dropped. It don't cost for hello. Kasala everywhere I've boxed because you know that at this point, you know that when we talked about the Burna Boy story and we talked about the breakfast, we also talked about the fact that Stuff London actually broke up with him. And we don't even know the that's there. But another breakup story that is on the horizon is the fact that Ronaldo might be trying to break up with Manchester United.
Well, I feel it has gotten to that point that he needs to actually, because recently
Man United has actually
people have started blaming
Man U fans.
People have started blaming the other players because it's like every time Ronaldo gets on the pitch, he performs, but for some reason
He doesn't get the same amount of
same kind of
other people.
and the team support is not.
I mean,
it's not like I'm trying to shade Man U, by the way, but other players in that team, come on. By the time, of course, when Ronaldo came, everybody thought he was going to turn things around because he has that kind of leadership role. But there's a level to what a leader can do if the other team players are not adding things up. That's what I feel. I feel he needs to even leave before they spoil his last records.
Actually, and I feel like first off, it was really. I want to hear what you think about that interview, and of course, the full interview drops tomorrow. He's gonna drop tomorrow, of course. So you should be anticipating to actually see it, and of course, we're gonna come back here and analyze.
Tables will be broken.
But I mean, most of the key points we could see from the teaser is the fact that he feels that the team betrayed him because apparently he said when he left the team. And him coming back, he still meets it the same way he left it. And of course, he's not getting a lot of support from the manager, the team's owners. And of course, he also talked about the fact that he lost his newborn child.
Let's take a quick
expose.
guess. If Ronaldo is to leave Man U today, which club do you possibly think he's going to go to?
I can't take that guess because Ronaldo is really unpredictable. And also, even at the start of the season when they opened the whole transfer tables and everything, he didn't really get offers.
But I think it's not. The question is not about him getting offers because he's Ronaldo. People would always, in fact, even if he's not.
But I remember there was a team.
Even if
I
he's
can't
not
remember the
performing,
team, but there was a team that said they didn't need Ronaldo on their team.
Even if
I can't remember the team.
even if Ronaldo is not performing, of course, a lot of people argue that okay, this guy is getting old and blah blah blah. But the fact that you even have Ronaldo in your team is a plus business wise because I mean a lot of people are going to want to watch your matches. You get people buying jersey and the rest like that. So I feel
you get a lot of merch.
Yeah,
deals, yes.
But I feel you should leave if you ask me.
But of course, we want to hear what you think about it.
It's
And
quite
of course,
important.
we are all waiting expectantly for the full video to drop tomorrow. And of course, we're going to come back here to analyze it. Don't worry.
Don't forget the Vox Pop that she forged too is going to drop.
No,
I don't trust
if you're
Mika.
Whiskey FC out there,
I don't trust
If
Mika.
you're not Whiskey FC to and your music FC,
You guys should also watch, but then I don't trust that. Though.
It's all love and light, bro. It's more love, less ego, like Big Wiz.
I wanted to read out Daniel Rega's tweet about this album, but I won't. I will let peace reign. I will let peace reign.
About human beings.
When
Daniel Rega fits into your agenda.
Oh! As though you've never supported that guy before.
Wisdom.
Have you not supported that guy before?
Support
Daniel Rega on this show.
Nah. It's too much of a business, but the men don't talk that much.
God.
But of course, Wisdom does. That's why I say it's my agenda. On that note, guys, we're going to be saying goodbye. We're going to be wrapping up the show for today. Remember, if you want to get more of this entertainment, you have to follow us across all our social media platforms at Unilag on TV. Remember, this is Mika, spelled M-I-K-A. I'll spell it again. And of course, this has been Wisdom, who is the
It's just wisdom.
of his
Don't
name.
try spelling
Bye,
it.
guys.
Bye.